Welcome to Dungeon Punks. I'm Stu Pop, your gray wizard and podcast dad. Today we are playing The One Ring. We're doing the starter set, and we're calling this Oops All Hobbits because it doesn't let you play anyone else. And with me, as always, or just this time, are...
I'm Carmin.
And who are you playing, Carmin?
Oh, who am I playing?
It's been a while. Carmin's rusty.
I'm rusty. I'm a rustic.
Oh.
Because I'm playing Paladin Took the Second, an eager rustic hobbit of the Shire.
Nice. And I'm Phil Seaplack. I am playing Rorimac Brandybuck, also known as Rory, who is a keen-eyed rustic hobbit of the Shire.
I'm Leigh Aldridge, and I am playing Primula Brandybuck, who is a fair-spoken, faithful hobbit of the Shire.
I'm playing Esmerelda Tuck, who is I don't know where they're getting this. Oh, an eager, merry hobbit of the Shire.
And who are you?
And I'm Taylor. I'm rusty too. I'm tired.
Let's dive in. I've got things to read because this is a pre-written adventure. So buckle up.
Brandy, buckle up.
After quite a long walk under the stars that have come out blazing and bright over an afternoon of heavy rain, you finally come to the round green door of Bag End, the hope of the strange and famous Bilbo Baggins. Standing there upon the mat, you find yourself surrounded by distant relations. It seems as though Bilbo called for a collection of cousins to join him this evening. Just as one of you is about to ring the bell, the door is pulled open, and you see standing in the front hall none other than Master Baggins himself. He offers each of you an energetic greeting, and quickly ushers you in with a plethora of welcomes, thank yous, and lovely to see yous. Before you can gather your wits about you, you've been swept into the warm embrace of Bag End, and led into the parlor where the lovely fire, fresh mugs of ale, plates of dainties, and several cushioned chairs and sofas offer a much-needed spot of rest and relaxation. Bilbo, a twinkle in his eye, ushers you each into a seat, but takes none for himself. A few moments after you've been finished the first plate of food, an obviously excited Mr. Baggins can no longer contain himself. He places one hand behind his back and another in his vest pocket, standing tall to ensure he has your attention. You all undoubtedly are curious as to why I've called you here this evening. Well, he leans in, and the firelight causing the twinkle in his eye to dance merrily. His hand sweeps from behind his back towards the parlor window. I'm hoping you will partake in a little adventure. Nothing so grand as my own, I'm afraid, but in return for your aid, I will provide each of you with a place in my memoirs and a fair share of my eternal gratitude. He grabs a glass of wine off the table and takes a sip, pausing for effect. Now, I know that what you're thinking. There goes old Bilbo again, taking off after the wizard Gandalf and sending you hobbits off into the blue. Well, I can assure you it's nothing of the sort. Just a little trip to Michael Delvin and back to recover what one might call a family heirloom from the Matham House, a map of the Shire supposedly made by old Took himself, with all sorts of precious annotations. Now, I've sent many letters to the custodian, Melva Slowfoot, asking if I could have it back, even offering fairly generous donations, but for some reason, she has provided no replies. So I thought, we needn't tell her or her husband. After all, we're taking something that belonged to my grandfather and would not be out of place here in Bag End. Most of all, we needn't alert that pesky dog the Slowfits have set to guard the place. Sharp as a tack, that beast, and he sniffs me out every time I've come near. Besides, I know some of you place more value in local gossip than others, and even just being seen at night in the company of Mad Baggins might be enough to ruin your reputation forever. But for those of you with spirit, which I know you all have in spades, I'd have not called you here tonight. Won't you aid me on this errand of particular importance, my fellow conspirators? And he will continue to offer each of you a fine night's rest in one of the many spare bedrooms at Bag End, and a hearty breakfast and second breakfast before sending you on your way.
Okay.
Do you agree to help?
We're just going to go get a map?
You want to go get a map?
Sneak in, get past the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds easy enough.
Yeah, I accept. Seems pretty simple.
I don't know about the stealing, but I suppose
It's not stealing, it's borrowing.
if it belongs here,
Truly, I mean, it was made by our grandfather, so
yes, I suppose it does belong in Bag End then. All right.
in order to keep the trip away from prying eyes of the nosy hobbits, especially those Sackville Bagginses, Bill has laid out a path for the conspirators, instructing them to head north from Bag End into Overhill, turn west across the country for a few miles for crossing the shallow point in the water, and then after crossing the Bywater Road, they will reach the East Road and set out again towards Waymeet. This is like the Californian sketch, where they'll take the rest of the evening before arriving at Michael Delvin the next day.
Take the 404.
Take Overhill and then Bywater Road and then the East Road.
Primula is just gonna basically trust that her brother Rory has got all that information.
Yes, I've gotten all of that.
You're the eldest.
Yes.
I mean, the prospect of a free breakfast seems appealing.
And second
And
breakfast.
second breakfast.
Yeah, of course. It's only proper.
Yeah, Esmerelda is eager, so she's like, "Of course I'm in. Let's go. Cheerio and all that. I'm British, and
You know, we're not going to find a dragon.
that's fine. I don't need to find a dragon this time."
Terrible things, dragons.
My character sheet says that I think that Esmeralda is convinced we're going to find a dragon or some such nonsense.
Oh,
So-
okay. I was like, I haven't said shit about a dragon yet.
I said shit.
I haven't said shit about a dragon yet.
Language.
So you all get your rooms for the night. Woken up to a beautiful Hobbit breakfast. After breakfast, Bilbo lays out the
You know
map.
how to describe all the food we're eating, Stu?
And
Why don't we each describe a thing that is at this beautiful breakfast?
A big old ham.
it isn't a Dungeon Punks adventure without a ham. Oh, what's a British thing is like little hard-boiled eggs in little cups, and then you dip the
Oh, like quail eggs or something?
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like a jammy egg and soldiers.
Yes.
Toast soldiers.
Yeah.
Scones. Scones and cream and jam.
Little herbed potatoes, wedges. Chunks, not wedges.
And a full English, bruv.
Yeah.
Blood pudding.
Beans.
Beans on toast.
Beans.
Oh, the dish of beans. Apologies to anyone. Actually, not apologies. You did colonialism.
You're my ancestors. It's fine.
Yeah. Who among us doesn't
So after
descend from colonizers?
breakfast, Bilbo lays out a map and like goes through the route he's designed for you again, and sort of describes the map that you're looking for.
Big sheet of paper. It's got some squiggles on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
And by the time he's done that, it's time for second breakfast. So that comes out. That's all prepared.
Is second breakfast more food or less food than first breakfast? Do you think? I've never understood.
Yeah, I don't think it's it's explained in the lore.
No.
I bet it is. Probably.
I think
Yes,
it would be
somewhere.
more. I think
More?
you have like
a light
light
first breakfast.
and then you have like a brunch style breakfast.
I would think it'd be the reverse.
Maybe-
You start with like a big breakfast, then your second breakfast is like a lighter. We're about to go out on the road breakfast.
Just some yogurt and berries.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a
nuts.
continental. There's some fruit slices.
Yeah.
Nobody touches the melon.
It probably is a smaller one, but
If obscure Lord of the Rings facts guys listening,
Yeah.
get in the comment. All right, so you head out for Michael Delvin the next day. The morning dawns bright and clear, perfect for a nice walk. about
Michael
the Shire.
Delvin?
Michael
The-
Delvin.
The town is named that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll call it Mike for short.
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually got a longer name because it's Michael Delvin upon something.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
So they're always upon some river.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful, bright, clear day, and perfect for a nice walk about the Shire. It'll take you probably 2 days to get there. There's a stop in a town called Waymeet.
I hope there's an inn.
Yeah, is there an inn?
Are these like human towns or are these like more
It's all-
Hobbit towns?
It's all hobbits, man.
All
It's the
hobbits.
Shire.
Yeah.
You're not leaving the Shire, God forbid.
No,
no,
you-
never ask that of you.
Oh,
Heavens.
okay.
Leave the Shire?
it's uncanny.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, maybe not for a took. A took might leave.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Only for an afternoon.
So soon the first true obstacle reveals itself as you leave Overhill. The water, which is the little river or stream, has become swifter with recent rain, and the shallow ford where Bilbo told them to cross looks a bit more treacherous. You must now consider your circumstances to find a solution.
I don't like getting my feet wet.
I think one of us might get a little wet. I don't know what British accent I'm doing, guys. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna do any.
Let's consider what can we do to ford the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can.
What's it called when like there's a section of a river where it's like low tide or not low tide, but
A
like
ford.
ford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's
Yeah.
like narrower and there's
Yeah, and
easier
like
to-
you can cross
Yeah.
usually with
But
like
that's
horses.
the that's the
yeah,
that's
shallow.
The,
that's
that's the issue. There was a shallow bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now the water is moving
Yeah,
too
yeah.
So
swiftly.
you could swim across, which would be an athletics roll, or you can look for other means of crossing.
I think we should look for other means
Mhm.
before we resort to swimming
Yeah.
like a peasant.
I mean, can we all swim
No
for
idea.
starters?
I
yeah.
am not trained in athletics.
Yeah, why don't we take a look around? Maybe there's some
Maybe there's like a rope or something we can like use
or
to.
some fallen trees.
Yeah. Yeah. Something we can lash
Or
together.
a
Yeah.
fairy.
Now, where's your adventurous spirit?
Primula is fancy. She has fancy garments. She
Mhm.
doesn't want to get them wet.
This was supposed to be a nice stroll.
Yes, exactly. Nice stroll in the Shire. Now there's athletics involved. Swimming.
Now, Bilbo didn't mention anything about swimming. Doesn't matter. I'm eager to do it.
I'm also eager to do it. So if we're trying not to go noticed, crossing with a ferry is maybe not such a good idea. So yeah, maybe we should. How do we roll to find like a log or something like that?
Okay, so you can make a scan roll if you want to find another way across. So you roll 1 feat dice, which is the d12, and then a number of success dice, which are the d6s, equal to whatever your skill in scan is.
Maybe somebody with better scan.
I have 1 scan.
I got no scan.
I got no scan.
All right, I'll make the roll.
And then you're trying to meet or beat the target number in your heart, which is 11.
I'm going to, hey, it's a 1 shot. I might as well go for it. I'm going to try to invoke my keen-eyed feature.
Oh yeah, I think that makes sense.
So I'm going to have to spend a hope.
So you're inspired, so you can spend a hope to add 2 more success dice to the roll.
Okay. So my hope is, so I only spend 1 hope for 2 dice.
Correct.
All right. So that's the Gandalf symbol. So that's an auto success.
And you also got
1.
a little T symbol, which means that this is like a great degree of success.
Cool.
What do your hobbit eyes see?
So much. Everything.
So a successful scan roll allows you to spot a large hollow log on the other side of the water, which could easily bear the weight of a hobbit. So if only one person needs to swim across, and then they can put the log over the water.
Okay. Yeah, so I point out the log. So I suppose, I mean, my sister won't be swimming across, but if any of you youthful...
Oh, actually, so you got a really good roll, so you could also think that perhaps if you crafted maybe a rope and hook, or like a rope to an arrow, and shot it at the log or threw it at the log, you could pull it over without having someone swim across.
We have none of those things,
I know.
Yeah.
No.
We don't have any gear.
Yeah. Not unless there's bow and arrow in my bindle.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there is.
You said turnips. We're going with turnips.
Oh yeah, it's mostly turnips.
We'll just
in my
throw
bindle.
some turnips.
What is
in
your
it.
useful item?
Fancy garments?
Fancy garment.
And the bracket courtesy. I don't know what that means, but it.
I got
You just
a walking stick.
get a bonus to courtesy.
Oh, okay.
Could I poke the log over?
If only your walking stick was 20 feet long.
Mm.
I make a suggestion for one of the youngins to swim across.
I'll swim. Someone's got to hold my bindle though.
Yeah, I'll hold your turnips.
And yeah, I'll
Uncooked turnips.
I'll take
So many turnips in here.
I'll put my little hat on a rock.
On a
I'll,
turnip.
do some stretches,
Lunges.
some lunges, and then I'll start wading into the river.
Okay, give me an athletics roll to swim across.
So that's the D12 here. I got 1 little diamond in athletics. Does that mean I added D6?
Yes.
Now what is this little square to the left of athletics?
You roll 2 feet die.
Oh.
That means another one of these D6s.
You're proficient in it.
That means it's your favored skill.
So you roll 2 feet die, and you take the higher of the 2 rolls.
All right.
Yeah, it's like
And then
have
you could
advantage.
also, if you have a distinctive feature that you could use,
maybe eager. Is that could it be that I'm like I'm stepping
you're
up?
excited to do it.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you do that, and then you spend a hope point,
All right.
and you get 2 more success dice.
Nice. Where's my base hope? What do I base my hope? on?
It's under heart in the big diamonds.
Oh, okay.
So you have
17.
17 hope.
So I'm down to 16.
Yeah, we have a lot of hope. So
Yeah.
we're hobbits. We're very hopeful.
Yeah.
Other
exactly.
things can cause you to lose hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure like
Like if you get scared.
servants of the Dark Lord, which in Lord of the Rings can mean like a crow that you don't like.
That crow is looking at me funny.
Oh, that weasel I think works for Sauron. Okay, so I
pretty good
got
roll.
a 10 and a 6. So 10 is the
Yeah.
highest.
And then you add your
Oh, okay. 18
18.
with the little T.
You
as
would actually
well.
roll even one more. You've succeeded, but you'd actually, because you used eager, when you spent
Oh.
hope, you roll 2 extra success dice.
All right. So we're at 22. 2, thank you.
Right. And you got a little T symbol.
I do.
So you swim across with flair.
I dive into the river perfectly.
Yeah. You swim across with flair, and you've reached the other side, and you can push the log across so that everyone else can cross the road.
Here we are, one
nice
log.
and dryly.
Yeah, one log coming up.
Leave it to a took to swim like a fish.
Put my little straw hat back on.
I have all your stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I asked for it.
Oh, okay.
I put her on.
I give it back.
Yeah.
I throw it in the river.
Oh, I'll swim after it.
Yeah, cross the log.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
You've succeeded at your first little test of the adventure,
Yes.
which means you have a nice walk. Most of you dry. One of you not minding being wet, I'm sure.
Yep.
It's warm out. Yes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
nice, warm, sunny day.
I whistle a jaunty tune.
And after a good walk, on the east road, you reach Waymeet. Waymeet is quite active as in the evening as you arrive. There are tables set outside the Walking Party Inn, all still occupied as people are enjoying themselves, your fellow hobbits. Thanks to the fair weather and lengthening daylight hours, as it is, I guess, the start of summer. The locals are polite, though very curious what brings a crowd of hobbits so diverse this far west at such a late hour.
We're all white.
I think Brandybucks and Tooks
Whoa.
together. That spells trouble.
People are like legit like, oh, what brings a group of such as you this far west?
We're going on vacation.
I had a little bit of a swim.
I'm gonna say that Esmerelda is gonna need to roll me a riddle roll.
Well, I got 3 in riddle. Okay,
Nice.
Oh, that looks like a success.
10, 14, and then 17.
You maybe get some looks of like, oh, vacation on Hobbit like, but but as long as it's within the Shire, I guess that's okay. You're just going for a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
And the sort of questions drop. They're not that interested in hearing about another Hobbit's vacation.
Yeah.
We got
Much more
tired.
interested in talking about the weather and how the farming's doing and what
Yeah.
they had for breakfast
Oh, I tell them all about breakfast.
at Mr. Baggins's.
No,
No. At
Home.
home.
Yeah.
just a nice picnic.
We got so tired from relaxing that we had to go on a vacation from our relaxing.
Oh, these hobbits have never worked a day in their lives. Relaxing after relaxing. Should be so nice.
No, we're just going for a stroll, and after we've been working very hard, tidying up the house and farming, etc.
Brandybuck's basically humans.
I've been working. Look at all these turnips I've harvested.
Yeah, of course. Look at all the turnips.
We're just going to sell some turnips at,
Yeah.
and Michael Delvin's.
Oh, they're going to Macro Delphins. Some scallywag.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
No more details.
It is approaching nightfall. Are you going to try and get some space at the inn?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Is there someone we know, a cousin of a cousin, that might give us a little bit of room to stay the night?
I don't think so.
'Kay.
You're not in Tookland or Buckland.
Is there an inn?
Yes,
Okay.
there is the inn that I mentioned, the Walking Party Inn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is a no vacancy sign up
Oh.
as you ask around and learn that a group of pipeweed merchants headed for Longbottom have booked the entire inn.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
What do you want to say? What do you have to say about it?
I just want to convince someone that maybe they can share a room, and then we get the other room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. As you
Pipeweed merchants don't need that many rooms. I am Primula Brandybuck. Do you know who I
these
am?
particularly round hobbits who are smoking their pipeweed. I said we've all need a comfortable room where to stay in.
Surely they have more than one
Well,
bed.
perhaps if you wanted a room, you should have gotten here earlier.
Hmm.
But as you are having this discussion, farmer, like a hobbit, looks like he's a farmer, approaches and says, "Excuse me, miss. My name's Baldo Bunce. Sorry, I forgot my own name there for a second.
That doesn't bode well.
Hit me head, I did.
I do have a few spare rooms in my stables. I could offer them to you. They are comfortable enough given the warm nights and soft hay. But I would ask if you could help to drive off. You seem adventurous types. I know you took some Brandybucks. There's a rather large and menacing owl that's been troubling Gertrude, our poor old plough mule. If you could help convince the owl to leave one way or the other, the rooms are yours. I could even provide a small basket of some bread and ale for an evening snack.
Well, we have been walking for quite some time.
I'm not scared of no owl.
How large of an owl?
Huge, miss.
This big? Like shoulder height?
Yeah, pretty big.
Oh.
Is it a barn owl? Those ones are weird.
Yeah, it's got that weird spider face.
Oh no. I
Don't,
take a nervous bite
don't
of my
like that. Esmeralda's like,
Well, there's
Hard
four.
and
There's
uncooked.
4 of us. We can surely handle an owl.
what if we all get on each other's shoulders? Now I'm going to Australian. God.
The
Oh, no.
magical traveling
Oh, no.
accent.
If we all get on each other's shoulders and then we do it that way.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just try to scare off this owl somehow by
Yeah. get on each other's shoulders and like make ourselves real big.
I'd
Wave
rather
some.
sleep in a real bed.
We could wave that bindle around.
Mm-hmm. I could pretend that I'm the mule and sleep under some hay, and then when the owl comes by, I'll jump out and scare it.
Could throw rocks at it.
So which method should we attempt? Should we throw rocks at it and hide and throw rocks at it?
If I
Should
know
we-
anything about owls is that they're actually really dumb. So we could pretend to be another bigger owl and scare it.
Don't forget, we are in Tolkien's world where animals can be smart.
Yeah.
Talk to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then we could just talk to it. Probably.
Reason with this owl.
You can also try and intimidate it. There's rules for both options.
Mhm.
Well, we can. I think we should try and talk to it first then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't we
I
scope?
asked the farmer, have you tried talking to the owl?
Oh, I didn't know where to begin, miss. I don't speak owl.
All right.
Perhaps we could just ask it politely to roost somewhere else.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see the error of its ways.
Perhaps we can ask it why it is harassing the mule.
Maybe the mule did something to it.
Yeah,
It is
maybe.
an ass, after all.
Everybody, put your hands up. Look around. Show me what you made of. Ain't nobody gonna save us. Keep your eyes up on the prize. Everybody knows it. You've got to roll with it. There's no way we're going down without a fight. Everybody knows you're sinking like a stone. I'll give you one more chance before I cut you to pieces. Everybody, it's time to wise up. Make up your mind. Head on with your best shot. Look for answers, looking for trouble. It's a real fine line. Everybody knows it. You've got to roll with it. There's no way we're going down without a fight. Everybody knows you're sinking like a stone. I'll give you one more chance before I cut you to pieces. Cut you to pieces, baby. Cut you to pieces. I cut you to pieces, baby. I cut you to pieces. Everybody knows it. We've got to roll with it. There's no way we're going down without a fight. Everybody knows we're sinking like a stone. I'll give you one more chance before I. Everybody knows it. You've got to roll with it. There's no way we're going down without a fight. Everybody knows you're sinking like a stone. I'll give you one more chance before I cut you to pieces. I cut you to pieces, baby. I cut you to pieces.
Sounds like you're going to help then?
We'll do our best.
I'm getting too old sleeping outside,
Yeah.
so stay what
If
we'll have
that
to do.
means we get a warm bed and we get a place to sleep, then yes, let's go
Well, I
deal
can't
with
promise
this
a
owl.
bed, miss. It is just a pile
Oh.
of hay. I'm very sorry. And apologies for the lack of hospitality, but we don't have much room inside our small cottage at the farm, But I can pay for your meal tonight here.
Oh, That's nice. Yeah. Esmeralda's like, I'll sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'm rustico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
Maybe
will
she-
spread out my cloak on the straw, and then it will be as good of a bed as I suppose we can hope for tonight.
Very well, miss. And he leads you all to the farm, which is about a quarter mile south of Waymeet. He shows you to the barn, brings you some blankets, a small basket of leftover bread and ale from the afternoon as an evening snack. He doesn't ask you really any questions. Again, he apologizes for his lack of hospitality, but does point, nevertheless, I do expect you to have that damn owl gone by morning.
That's strong language. Ooh.
And as he's leaving, there's an eerie hoot that rings out through the barn as if on cue. And the tiny mule sitting idly in the rear of the place stirs.
Aw, poor mule.
Is there anything uncanny about the owl's hoot?
Yes, real creepy.
It sounds like a person going hoot.
Mm.
Hoot.
Can I take a look at this mule? See
Yeah.
if there's like, I don't know, anything on the mule that the owl could want? Like there's like a
I mean, if it's a really big owl, maybe it just wants to eat it.
Yeah. I'll just go and
How are
like,
there there big owls and tiny mules?
Fantasy.
It's tiny for a mule, big for an owl.
yeah.
It doesn't look like there's anything on the mule that the owl would want. It just looks like this mule has anxiety issues.
Yeah.
A Shetland mule.
Does the mule look like especially tasty?
It looks like a Gertrude, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
Good.
It
Gertrude's the
doesn't look like
mule.
it's been attacked or anything. It
Mm.
seems like it's just freaked out about this owl.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and calm the mule.
I give the mule an Ativan.
Do we see the owl?
It's up in the rafters.
Okay.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Owl, or Miss Owl. Or I don't mean to misgender the owl.
I mean, it speaks owl. It can understand you probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd guess, but
I don't speak owl, do I?
no, but you can probably just talk to it.
The farmer here has said that you are distressing his poor mule, and maybe you could stop doing that, please.
Give me a courtesy roll.
Okay, I have, that's my thing. That's my good skill, so
And then if you've got a distinctive feature that you would like to invoke,
I'm fair-spoken.
that sounds good. I think you do that. So you could spend a point of hope to gain 2 success dice.
Okay,
I feel like this must be a success. Nice.
so 25, is that what that is?
Yeah. So you succeeded, and you also, on that 6, you've got a little T. So you succeed with flair.
Ah,
Mm.
Ooh.
The owl kind of emerges from the shadows on the rafters and like looks down at you and lets out like a very polite whoo, and then hops over to the like window door, the like hayloft window, and flies off into the night.
Nice.
sometimes you just need to ask politely.
I do the big brother hand on shoulder and be like, well done, sis.
Now we can get to the important part of the evening, having some ale and having a nap.
Yes.
And I like put my feet up instantly as
Yes.
if I had done all the work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I uncork a jug of ale and like, I don't know, take a swig.
All right. Does anyone have any stories they want to tell or things like that before you head to sleep?
I feel like Primula just wants to talk about her fiance, Drogo Baggins. Soon we will be married and he will move into Bucktown. Where do we live?
Buckland.
Buckland. There was some flavor text on Drogo's sheet. I can't remember, but no
Let's
one's
find
playing
out.
him.
He didn't come because he would have had to go on a boat.
Yeah.
Brandy Hall.
Brandy Hall, yes.
That's fantastic. I think we should bring back naming houses.
Primula is the youngest daughter of Gorbadoc Brandybuck, the master of Buckland.
All of these names have been anglicized from the original
Language.
Yes.
Yeah, I might inquire to the group if anybody thinks, I mean, it's obviously the answer is yes, but you know, what funny business Bilbo is up to with this map.
Oh, surely it's some other inane adventure that he wants to
Mhm.
go off on.
That business with the dragon.
Yes, with the business with the dragon.
Oh, dragon. Do you think there's going to be a dragon when we get there?
Only if it's an extremely small one.
Oh, just a wee dragon. Just a little one. I think they just call that a lizard.
I'll bet you it's something to do with those dwarves marching around here.
Dwarves.
Mm.
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 Don't trust them.
So tall.
So gruff. Yeah, so tall.
I wear shoes,
Yeah.
There are
boots even.
2 hobbits wide.
Big old beards.
Could fit a hobbit in those beards.
Yeah. The beards are full of secrets.
Who knows what they're hiding? Can't trust a man with whiskers.
All right. Well, it's morning now. You've had a nice sleep in the barn. It was quite comfortable. The hay was nice and soft. The blanket's warm. Your belly's full of ale. That always helps with the sleep.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
How's the mule looking? Are they looking calmer?
Looks very calm
Nice.
now, yeah. Like he took an Ativan.
Like someone shoved an Ativan down his throat.
Fantasy
Massaged the
Ativan.
Ativan down. Yeah. It's time to head to Michael Delving, which you should arrive at by the end of the day, where your adventure will begin in earnest.
Oh.
Gotta outwit a dog. That's why we need all that ham and turnips.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody brought some ham in their pocket.
Yeah. Ham pocket.
Can I look around on our travels to Michael Delving for a nice walking stick?
Ooh, yes. Yeah, give me a scan. Give me a scan roll.
I am not going to invoke Keen-Eyed for this. 13, right on the money. 13.
Man, you find a nice little walking stick.
Heck yeah.
You didn't get one of the like fancy symbols, so there's no like funky knob on the end or anything like that. It's just a good sturdy walking stick.
It's important to have a good stick.
I'll be turning 59 soon. I got to...
Gonna practice with the walking stick?
Yeah. I feel like every dad, when they go hiking, they're like, oh, that's a good stick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point out all the good sticks.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get going on a mic.
All right. So you do finally reach the edges of Michael Delving upon the White Downs. It's the full name of the town. It's time for the voice to come back.
I know.
You pass the spot where the southward path leads off from the main course of the East Road, just as the sun sets and the first stars begin to reveal themselves. Ahead, you get quite a good look at Michael Delving upon the White Downs. Quite a bit larger than Hobbiton, it is a tightly packed collection of homes built with wood, brick, and stone, and the occasional hobbit hole. But as the last of its people go about their evening business, your eye cannot help but be drawn to the massive smeal to one side of the great cobblestone thoroughfare running through the center of town.
The massive what? Smeal?
Smeal, S-M-I-A-L. I think it's like a hobbit mound kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I saw it when I was planning and did not check. So your eye cannot help but be drawn to the massive smeal to one side of the great cobblestone thoroughfare running through the center of town. The town hall, seat of the mayor of the shire. But one more important to your business is what lies south of the town hall, on an adjacent hillock, not quite so tall and green. It is a large wooden building with a great red round door that is connected to the main road by way of a small stone path. This is the Matham House, the museum of the shire, your destination. As candles flicker to life behind windows and hobbit folk settle in for the night, you notice a handful of hobbits carrying stout cudgels and tiny lanterns strolling about. Bounders. Undoubtedly making the usual rounds. Best to avoid them, though, lest your mischief be discovered and thwarted.
Bounders? Is that what you said?
Policeman?
Bounders, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
ACAB?
Yeah. ABAB, all bounders are bad.
Yeah.
They're just like civilian police, kind of.
Like a
Yeah.
Community police.
community watch.
Yeah.
Civil arrest.
Cudgel's
whatever.
just like a blunt instrument.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
good for smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't just use any blunt instrument. You gotta get one that's good for smashing.
Okay.
It's a cudgel.
It's a cudgel.
Yeah.
For cudgeling.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gotta fit your hand nice. It's gotta have a good swing. It's gotta make a nice whistle.
It's not like a blackjack.
No. This is a cudgel
More
we're
of a
talking about.
shillelagh.
Yeah. Oh, less.
Shillelaghs are pretty big, right?
Yeah. This has been cudgel talk.
Cudgel talk with Carmin Cardenudo.
So what time of day did you say it was?
Cudgels to Carmin are what swords are to Phil.
Apparently, yeah.
I think Stu said we would get to Mickey D's by the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the end of the day. Candles are flickering to life in windows, all that business.
So we should do the sneaking at night, probably? Or do we want to find another inn and try and
I mean, you might as
stay?
well take advantage of the
should,
evening.
Yeah, we should behave, properly and make ourselves known to the inn, have an alibi
Mm-hmm.
so we can check in for the night and then sneak out.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Should make sure to get a room on the ground floor.
Hopefully there's not a lot of pipe smoke merchant or whatever it's called. Man, I
Pipeweed merchants.
Pipeweed. I did not read Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I have, and I've watched all the movies, and this is still stretching my knowledge of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, is there an inn in this town?
There probably is. You still have time, though, if you want to. I mean, nighttime would be the best time to infiltrate a museum.
That's
and
what
get
that's what
things.
we're thinking.
Yeah.
We're just establishing alibis. Although,
We
on
don't.
the other hand, we could just pretend we were never here.
That's true.
Yeah, we can't be. What's it called when you're like just hanging around, just standing?
Loitering?
Yeah, we can't be
Loitering,
loitering.
no.
We have to.
Yeah, it's
Loitering
probably
when there's
best-
cudgels about.
Yeah.
I would recommend getting in and out of town without being noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No alibis. We'll just, in
In
and
and
out.
out.
Mhm.
Time to sneak.
Okay. I'm
So
quite
hobbits,
sneaky.
Hobbits are good at sneaking.
It's
I
true.
have 3 stealth.
Oh, we're both
Yeah,
sneaks.
I have 3 stealth too.
We might all be sneaky.
We are. I have a little, what is this called again?
Favored.
Favor. I favor sneaking.
Yeah,
Ooh.
likewise. So
Oh, nice.
we're all the
Being
sneaks.
sneaky is a feature of all hobbits.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
Why Bilbo was approached in the first place.
That's right.
Sounds like
Beef.
racial profiling, but
Yes, a classic feature of any British myth.
all right. Why don't we get a little sneaky?
Right. So this would require a stealth roll from each of you.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you're just gonna go around. We'll start with
Stealth.
Paladin Took.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if my distinctive features will lend themselves to this. So actually, I'm gonna just go with this.
I
Mount
think it's
dice.
probably you're pretty safe with those dice. on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
roll.
Oh, they're both 8s.
Yeah, it looks like a success.
Yeah, 21.
You succeed with flair. You're very flashily not seen.
Nice. Not a turnip falls from my bindle.
You look like you're one of those people who's trying to evade lasers.
Yes.
Just like, whoa,
Yeah.
worming around. And we're like looking, but it's like somehow working really well. We're like, I've never seen this happen before, but it's effective.
You're doing something so weird that no one wants to look at you.
Yeah.
just ducking behind flower pots at the right time.
Flower
Yeah.
pots, rain barrels, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Passing carts, etc.
I similarly am favored, so I will just roll as is. Ooh, not as great as a roll, but I think it still might be a success. 13. Whew, just barely. No flare.
No flair. Esmerelda.
I'm not favored in this.
So you're only rolling one. Make sure you're only rolling one d12.
I am.
Yeah.
17.
You also do it with flair. Similarly, the Tooks just you're making those noises as you go.
Typical Tooks.
We like look like 2 freaking acrobats, just like,
I question where you got those turnips now.
what's in those turnips?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
So I have under virtues, it says prowess -1 wits TN.
Probably
Target
already
number. It's
taken
probably
into
already taken into account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, I will just roll the same that Taylor did.
Nice. Also with flare.
13, 14, 18.
All
With
right,
flair.
you are all stealthy, not seen by any bounders, and most of you did it with flair.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. Okay.
Yeah. Trying to move and your knees are cracking.
Yeah.
And
Every once in a while, I have to kind of stretch out.
yeah.
Because the knees are popping.
So you've all reached Matham House safely. As you know, hobbits just generally don't lock their doors unless they have a reason to.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a good idea that the front door might be locked or might be unlocked, but you could also look for other ways to go in if you want to be even more stealthy.
Go through a
Did
window or
Bilbo
something.
give us any specific information about where this map was being kept in the
No,
house? Or
Just
not?
that it's in the house.
But we know kind of what it looks like.
Maybe couple go in and look, and couple like a person stays out for like a watch.
A lookout?
Yeah,
Ooh.
lookout.
Okay.
Don't forget about that dog.
It's true.
Oh, yeah, the dog.
Just give the dog a talking
is-
to.
The dog is inside.
Mhm.
You would know. Having people outside might just as an effort of keeping everyone together. Having people outside you might be more likely to be seen if you just went inside.
Okay,
and
we're
closed the
all
door
going
behind you.
in, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we all kind of sneak in then?
Mhm.
Are you going in the front door? Or
Should
do
we
you
go
wanna
for a
find
side
another
window,
way?
maybe?
But what if we end up right where the dog is?
I think we
Yeah.
should. I think maybe we should just go into the front door.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be expecting us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That okay? Yeah.
Okay. You enter Matham House by way of the unlocked main door, and you can see inside a great high-ceilinged series of rooms containing an impressive display of artifacts from across the history of the Shire, shelves of books chronicling family genealogies and recipes passed down from generations line the walls. There's also a set of perfectly polished diamond studs set on a pedestal under glass, and a pair of strange crossed walking sticks mounted on one wall. Countless other knickknacks and mathams, which I guess is why it's called Matham House, are on display, from old brass buttons mounted on a velvet board to a gleaming coat of silver rings set to rest on a post in the corner. Though a wonder behold, it's going to take a bit of doing to find the old Took's map in this collection. The most concerning sight, of course, is appearing in front of you, the searching conspirators, as they enter, is the gray and brown furred terrier, the fearsome guard dog kept by Malva the custodian. You have not made any noise yet, though, so the terrier, whose name is Firework, you can see on their thing, is asleep, letting out heavy snores from under the writing desk. So you can start searching. If you fail enough times, you will wake up the dog, but if you succeed enough times, you will find the Old Took's map. So this is going to require 3 successful scan rolls.
Oh. From all of us?
You can divide it up amongst yourselves how you want to make those rolls. But
I do have particularly... Oh, no, I don't. Never mind.
I don't have any scan.
I don't either.
I have
No.
1 scan.
I think you're the highest with 1 scan.
Okay, I could try to take a look
yeah,
around.
well, why don't we get rolls from everyone? We'll go around and do rolls from everyone again.
Okay. Who should
Well,
start?
might as well start with you since
Yeah.
you do have
I am
training.
going to spend a hope using my keen eyes.
Okay.
So I will get 2 more dice. Oh, no. Well, maybe. That's still 14, 15. That's a success.
All right. Just keep looking. You're still looking. You're getting closer. You're getting
Okay.
warmer, but you have not yet found.
I think it might be that way.
So if we don't have any trained in that skill, we just roll the
the feat
d12.
dice. Yes, but you
Okay.
could spend hope to
Okay.
get an extra search or an extra
I-
success dice. And if you have a distinctive feature that you can invoke, you can get 2 dice from that hope point.
I have, I don't know if faithful or fair spoken.
Probably not. But you still get the extra 1.
Oh, you could argue that like faithful is like you're
I'm,
reliable things.
Dogged,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
Focused, faithful.
Dogmatic.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Sure, okay.
Like don't stretch it to use it on every roll, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
in
yeah.
this case it makes sense.
So that means I get 2
Yes.
d6s. okay.
Correct.
I think I still succeed though. Yes, that is
13.
Just barely.
13, just barely.
All right. You think you found a stack where there might be a bunch of like maps and things.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to use a point of hope. And could I be eagerly looking for the map using my eagerness? I'm excitedly, I'm just like searching.
I think in this case that might be more of a detriment if you're like eagerly digging through stuff. It might be
Okay.
more
What's
like a
your
risk.
other traits or feature?
Mary.
Oh.
I'm happily looking for the map. Yeah, I don't know about this one. 8.
So you are eagerly digging through the maps
But with flair.
with flair. Well, it only counts if you
Oh,
succeed.
okay.
And I think you maybe knock over just like one that's like a scroll, so it hits and rolls. It's not super loud, but the dog does go like he's having a little dream.
Oh,
But it does kind of freaks all of you out for a second there.
freaks my bean.
Okay, I'm going to spend a hope as well.
You know the common turner phrase, freaking your
Freaking your
bean?
bean.
Sounds like something else, but okay.
And here we go. I'm gonna help look for this map. Is that the Gandalf? It is. Yeah, of course. Yeah, duh.
So you automatically succeed.
Nice.
Great.
Which means, Paladin Took, you have found the map.
Ah.
Buried behind a stack of cookbooks on the bottom shelf of one of the bookcases. It's in surprisingly good condition, if a bit creased.
Throw it away.
And you have not woken up Firework, which means you can just slip out the door.
Woo.
Okay.
I make an intricate hand motions to my party and
Just point at the map.
point at the map. Yeah, and then the door, and then make a little walking symbol with my fingers.
All right. I follow Paladin.
Okay. Are you carefree as you leave town, or are you going to be
Sneak.
sneak?
I think
No
it's-
one saw us. We were never.
We were never
we
here.
were never
never here.
Never
All right.
ever.
I've never even heard of Michael Douglas.
Mickey D's.
Mickey
Phil said
D's.
earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sneak out of town and you begin your journey back to Bag End. Though you did not say you were explicitly careful about not leaving any signs that you took something. So by the time you reach Way,
Damn it, it's one of those games.
Yeah.
no, there's nothing happens to you.
It's like a choose your own adventure game, and you're like, oh, you.
By the time you reach Waymeet, there's already rumblings of someone robbed something from
Uh-oh.
Michael Delvin from Matham
Is it really
House.
robbing if you own it anyways?
Yeah, exactly. It's reallocating.
Yeah. Repossessing.
And you return to Bag End. And after your successful recovery of the Old Took's map of the Shire and a swift journey home, you're greeted by the green door of Bag End being thrown open like a popgun to reveal a grinning Bilbo standing on the doorstep, walking stick in hand. You found it! Wonderful, simply wonderful! Though eager, Bilbo ushers you in with a hasty wave of his hand. Come on, we'll need to review my grandfather's map quickly tonight if we're to set off on our next adventure.
Excuse me?
This remarkable find of yours makes me believe I'm quite ready for another. Bilbo and the conspirators can relax for a time. Bilbo prepares a fine meal for everyone and asks about the whole affair.
It was like really easy. We just like went in, we did the thing, got out.
We just went for a walk.
Yeah, it was nice. We found a log.
Well, we need to embellish a little bit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I really play up the harrowing river.
Paladin almost drowned.
Yeah.
Almost got swept away by the
Rory
mighty.
found
Lost a couple
there was a
turnips.
giant owl.
Mhm.
Rory found a very nice stick.
Bilbo cannot help but laugh at all of your tales that you're telling. He is very excited to join on your next adventure, and in fact, you've now unlocked him as a playable character.
Whoa!
And that's it for our first adventure of Oops All Hobbits.
Cool.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thanks for supporting us on Patreon. If you would like to support us on Patreon for only $5 American dollars, you can get all kinds of bonus episodes, and perhaps in the future, maybe more of these Hobbit adventures, because everything in this star set is a delight. So we might do more. And if you don't have $5 right now, totally get it. It's tough out there for everyone. You just go leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I guess you could leave other amounts of stars, but 5 really is better for us.
We suggest a hearty 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
We recommend. You'll feel better about it if you leave a 5.
Yeah.
And with that, here's a song from a band we like.
Stay in touch, don't be a stranger. Stop a line, it's complicated. Couldn't help but to notice the way you told me we're out of focus. Now we're running way out of time. Things we thought would be just fine are not. It almost makes you want to turn back the clock. Or not. If my beating heart goes cold, will I say before I get old? Tonight, just waiting to die, find some way to be alive. When I think of how I never get to hold you in my
That was Noble Oak with the song Evening Star. And also in this episode, you heard Cut to Pieces by The Matinee. If you enjoy these Hobbitses, then please think about heading over to your podcast app of choice, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever you use, and give us a 5-star rating. Or if you want to go the extra mile, you can always find us on Patreon. We are patreon.com/dungeonpunks. There you'll get early access to episodes, find deleted scenes, bonus stuff, and a few other treats maybe. Or if you want to just chat about the episodes, you can find us on Discord or all of the social medias. All of the links to those are in the description of this episode. Dungeon Punks was produced by Kirk Hamilton for the 604 Podcast Network.